Well, hello and welcome to another Wednesday night variety show. Mary Ellen, I was wondering if you could just elaborate on the fact that you just said they should fire Bob Iger and put you in as CEO. I mean, what were you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today. I want it done now. Anybody can take over and do a better job than Bob Iger.
That's right. Hey, look who we have here. I want to say hi to Keith, our first listener. Nice to have you. Kay Atwood, nice to have you here. We were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you.
And Kay, we have a question you need to answer for us. Hey, Nick, nice to have you here, Movie Mania Nick. And we got Janie B in the house. Hiya, Janie. Always a treat. We've got Lisa and the Joey's World gang. Lisa, great to have you here. And Keith is reminding us that his birthday is coming up on June 10th. So big live stream planned, and I will be a part of that. So looking forward to it. All right.
Nice.
I was just kidding, of course. Mary Ellen didn't really say that, but I told her I might put her on the spot. Freddie, nice to have you here. I hear you're being worked to death in Oklahoma. Is that correct?
Yes. I just got back. We just got back from New Orleans, and there was some storm whenever we were away, so there was branches lying out there. So Mary put me to work.
He volunteered, guys. Seriously.
He's a hardy worker. I know it.
He is.
He worked on an oil rig.
Right.
That takes a hardy person. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming. Now, hey, we have Kay Atwood here, and don't you think we should jump ahead to the...
Yes. Hey, don't leave yet.
Kay, we got a question for you. Every week, I always ask a question. I make it up about somebody who's with us at one time or another. And here is the question that we were hoping, let's see. And we were hoping you could answer, and I'm going to find it here. Okay, a little tricky. Kay Atwood has read over 100 books. Kay, what we're really asking is, are you a bookworm, and have you read a ton of books? Please confirm. So glad that
everybody said yes.
Everybody said yes. I just had to believe for some reason that you're a book reader, and Lisa did say she's going to say true. And we have Jim Amore Sunshine here. Hey, Jim, nice to have you here. So please let us know. And now I'm going to go back to question 1. Okay. Question number 1 of the night. Freddie, if you were a garbage man, whose trash would you hate to pick up?
The butcher's.
I was going to say that.
The butcher's?
The butcher's shop, yeah.
How did you know that? Because of the scraps?
Especially in the summertime.
Oh, flies. I get it. So Kay Atwood answers, I am more a book dragon. I read all the time. So for some reason we just had that.
We guessed it.
Yep. And Janie B thought it was true. So you guys are all correct. All right. So the butcher, that's a really good answer. Mary Ellen.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
Wow.
Because the smell of the leftover meat in the summer, with summer coming up, all I can think about after coming from New Orleans, smells coming from the streets were really fragrant, not in a good way. I just think a butcher would be really smelly, or a fishery, a fish
mongers.
What?
Fishmongers, is that
fishmongers? A fish place. Any of the leftover fish, the heads, the bones, whatever. I think that would be smelly too.
This is a good one from Lisa. The funeral home got a bad feeling about that trash. Yep. Okay, Janie B took my answer. I was honestly going to say this diaper service.
Oh, yeah. How funny.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my gosh. They ought to have incinerators for every home so that you can throw that kind of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Kay Atwood would hate to be the trash collector at a bar.
Well, yeah, there could be some really gross stuff there too.
Very good point from Jim. A hospital. Oh my gosh. All kinds of interesting stuff, I'm sure.
Come here. The cat's trying to be in the way. Come here.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Lots of good answers. Question number 2. What is the best thing, Mary Ellen, I'll start with you, about being alone?
Oh God, I really don't think there's a best thing. You learn to adapt. The best thing about being alone. Well, you don't have to pick up after somebody else.
Yeah. Privacy, says Keith.
Yes, privacy.
Well, I'll wait an answer. Okay, Freddie, how about you? What do you enjoy about being alone?
Well, sometimes there's no harm to be alone, the peace and quiet, and just do your own thing.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Best thing, no one asks me where everything is. Oh, Lisa's probably that person. Where is this? Where is that?
Not Keith. Keith knows where everything is.
I can see Keith asking for some reason. Now, I will say this, relating it to taking a trip down to Florida, the nice thing about being alone is you go at the pace you want. You don't think about anything other than just what you want to do, and it's very nice, And so you wake up, you take your time in the morning, however much time you want, or if you want to get in quick. So basically, okay, let me go back here. Janie saying, agree with Freddie. I just need T-Town, Marielle, and Kitty.
Janie, she's yours.
Lisa's saying Keith couldn't find the wash machine with a map.
Now, if you're going to say going to Disney World alone, that's a totally different matter.
That's right. Kate saying no one to disagree about dinner. That's big.
It's a big topic.
You want pizza again? You can have pizza again. She loves your kitty.
Oh, thank you, Jamie.
All right. I think we've got that one done. And now the last one. What is the one thing you hate forgetting?
Okay, I have this thing, and I've always been this way. I hate forgetting names, and I am not a good name person. And so I'm looking at somebody and go, I know them. I can never think of the name. And then it might come to me like in the middle of the night and they're already gone. So
yeah. Keith saying maps and compasses are my favorite tools for traveling. So obviously you would hate to forget those. Nick, you can do whatever you want whenever you want. I do love that. I do love that.
At parks.
Oh, I'm terrible with names, says Lisa.
Good, Lisa. I'm not the only one.
I saw this lady the other day in the store, and oh, I could not think of her name, and she finally reminded me, Mom. So that's my joke. Freddie, what about you? What do you hate forgetting?
Well, I could agree with most people here names, but birthdays is another one. You know, forgetting birthdays.
Birthdays. Yes. I'm terrible with birthdays, and then you know people that are really good with it, and it makes you feel terrible.
Yes.
I wanted to say hi to Derek and or Gregory. Assume it's usually Derek. So nice to have you here. Thanks for liking my joke, Janie. Yes, Don. I'm so bad with names. I agree with Mary Jane. That was good. I also like sextants for nighttime sea travel. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Jim says, I hate forgetting what I went to the store to get. If I don't write it down, it's not getting purchased. Oh,
He does that all the time, Jim.
yeah.
All the time. He goes for milk, comes back with everything but milk.
Yeah. You got to write it down. And then here's the other problem. And I've had this happen so many times. You write it down and then you lose the note somehow between your home and the grocery store.
Or you leave it sitting on the table, but you've got it on.
You need a note to remember the note. Oh, yeah, this makes sense for Nick. He would hate forgetting movies or characters in movies. So, Nick, this has happened to me many times. Has this happened to you where you're watching a movie and it isn't until about halfway through you realize you've seen it before? I've had that happen.
Well, he's seen so many, maybe so.
Well, yeah, that's true. But he remembers everything. Oh, look who we got with us. It's Rachel Fithian.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Better late than never.
Yes, we had t-ball game today.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I don't recall the glasses. Is that normal?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah. Been sick again. So
Okay.
yeah.
So Nick has been oh, I gotta change this. Nick has seen a movie halfway through, realized he'd already seen it. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not the only one. Yay, it's Rachel. Or is it Riley? I'm so bad with names.
I Riley don't mind.
Keith says, I hate forgetting that I forgot what I forgot and decide to forget what I forgot. Yeah. That has my head spinning. All right. Well, good answers. Rachel, did you just answer it and I missed it?
What is the one thing I hate forgetting?
Yeah.
When the live stream is starting.
Ah, very good. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Whoops. That always happens. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going to start with Rachel. And by the way, hi, Nathan. Nice to have you here.
Hi, Nathan.
Rachel, are you looking forward to Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
So here's the thing. Splash Mountain was my favorite attraction on property. So
Yeah.
I was really heartbroken when that closed.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that they are using the space. I'm hoping that they are able to tell a story as thoroughly as they were able to with Splash. I felt like it was comparable to Pirates in their ability to like immerse you in this area. So hopefully Tiana's does that. Based on the outside of the attraction, however, I feel a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
I think that initial sketches had like a beautiful tree and things along the outside, and it doesn't do it for me. But I think I'm also holding it to a higher standard because I miss the attraction they took away.
Yeah. I mean,
So.
honestly, I got a problem here. Oh no. I got a problem. Sorry. Something is not working. Can't unmute. Oh, you muted yourselves. Okay. Are you still muted, Mary Ellen? Okay. Can't unmute your guest because they chose to mute themselves. Oh no.
Sorry,
Oh,
I didn't do that. I don't know how it muted.
I actually muted it because there's some feedback that's coming out of there. So I try to mute it when like Rachel's talking.
Okay, I'll mute it then.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And Rachel, am I right in saying that what they showed on the outside, it doesn't look like they hardly changed it to me? Is that correct?
I'm not convinced that they changed it for the better.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, and I know it's negative right now. So I should wait and see. But at the moment, I'm not super excited. I'm apprehensive.
You can be honest here. Okay, Mary Ellen.
I'm kind of along the same lines as Rachel. Splash, I love Splash. Now I'm open-minded to see what it looks like on the inside, but the outside doesn't look nearly as cool as Splash did.
Right.
So I'm hoping that they can, beef it up with some cool animatronics. And I love that they kept the footprint because at least that part's still the same, but we'll see. And they even kept the little boat things the same, but we'll see. I'm not like, ooh, I can't wait. No.
Freddie, did you ride the old Splash Mountain?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
So you wouldn't have anything to compare it to, but I will tell you, I always thought it was the most beautiful, most colorful ride in probably all of Disney World. The colors were amazing, and I feel about the same. It just, I'm sorry, it's not going to be able to probably surpass Splash Mountain for me. So, well, I'm sure Mary Ellen will get you out there at some point, and just be prepared to get a little wet. All right. Well, I didn't see any other answers coming in. So, oh, wait. No, only because we know all the hype would be too many crowds for us, right? Yep. Bob has opportunity to go down there and join some friends for a preview. Hope he doesn't mind that I said that.
Yeah, so the only opening I ever went to was the opening of Toy Story Land, and it scarred me a little bit. The crowds were absolutely insane. I remember it was so hot that day, and there just wasn't shade in that section, so people were getting sick.
Oh yeah,
heat sick, and my husband actually had an incident where somebody got sick on him.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was not the greatest.
Oh no.
So I would have a little bit of apprehension going to an attraction when it first opens, unless I had some sort of special reservation to get in. Just me.
Yeah. No,
how are they doing that? Do you have to have a reservation, or is it one of those things where you have to, put it opens up at 8 and you have to try and get a number or whatever?
Well, all I know is that it's different this time for the annual pass holders. Get the opportunity to do a preview. They're doing it differently. Like before, you would get an email, and you would know to go get in a queue or whatever and to get signed up. It was handled differently. I don't remember how, but yeah. It's was always crowded, even when Splash was there. But when I was an early teen, I remember going on Splash and riding it over and over. Hardly any crowds back in the early '90s. Yeah, early '90s were the golden years. The only copies of Song of the South you'll be able to buy are probably pirated copies. Yeah, that's correct. It's going to be crazy busy at first. Yep. Derek, I'm going to miss Splash Mountain, but I'm sure Tiana's Bayou will be good. Yeah, I definitely hope so.
I hope for a restaurant in the future. I feel like that's a really great opportunity to showcase some flavors of the South.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a really excellent partnership with the ride, and very logical for Tiana. So
yeah, just like they have that restaurant on Pirates in Disneyland. What's it called? The Blue Bayou. I could see that. All right. Well, all right, Freddie, I told you I was going to put you on the spot, but don't answer this. We're going to all answer it first. So the question is for Rachel and Mary Ellen and everybody in the chat. Freddie here has swum, yes, that's the correct word, in shark-infested waters. Okay, that is my question. And Keith's coming in with true right away. Janie B says, I had the new food at Disneyland and it was just okay. I choked on the gumbo, too spicy. Oh, rats. Okay, so Keith is saying true. Rachel, what do you think? Has he swum in shark-infested waters?
I think that he has gone for a swim in waters that a shark was present, but maybe not infested. So
okay.
I'm saying false.
You clarified it. Yes. Okay. Lisa's saying true. Kay saying true. Maybe we should wait for Mary Ellen, but Janie B saying it's true. Sounds like everybody thinks it's true. Mary Ellen. Okay. Well, Jim coming in with a false. All right. Derek saying true, but I wouldn't. Nor would I. No way. Mary Ellen, I think it's time.
I say true.
You say true? Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm also saying true because I normally think they're true. So, Freddie, I think it's time for the answer. Have you?
Well, I was in Australia last year. So I was down the Great Ocean Road, me and my son, and we swam down. We went for a swim in the waters, but I wouldn't. Rachel's probably right there. I've been in places where sharks have been, but we did see one out a bit, right enough. But if you want to say, if you could, well, I don't know what to say really.
He did, but not shark infested.
No,
yeah.
You know, there's a few places in Australia where me and my son swam, so maybe we shouldn't have.
I mean, I see these videos lately where people are swimming with sharks and the sharks will come towards them and they'll just kind of push them off on their nose, right? Why is that a thing?
No,
okay, so
I wouldn't trust them that far, like.
I think that Freddie has basically said Rachel had it nailed. So he has swam where sharks are, but maybe not necessarily shark infested. Okay, you're muted. Okay.
He says yes.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right, Rachel, you get an extra 200 points for that one.
Jeff points, by the way. They're Jeff points. So
yeah, they're Jeff points. They're very valuable. Okay, well, Kay did answer this question. This will be coming off the list. She's definitely a book reader, and she's definitely read over 100 books. But we still haven't had Jeff come on and confirm he's a scientist. All right. A shark has a sensitive nose. Oh, okay. So that's why that works. All right. On to our next question. What country is the world leader in flower production? Now, maybe, well, I think we better start with Rachel on this one because I don't know. I think we should.
Oh no, are you thinking that somebody here might have some insight, like Freddie?
I mean,
That
I
might
don't
be a
know.
hint here. Yeah, I am going to guess. See, I would have gone US because of just sheer size, but I guess I'm going to go with Sweden.
Okay, Sweden. All right. Janie's choosing the Netherlands. So, okay, we got 1 USA, 1 Netherlands, 2 USA. Mary Ellen?
I say the Netherlands.
Netherlands, okay. Freddie?
Yeah, I think I worked in Holland for a while, and I know they export tulips, the main one, but they do that a lot of flowers. So I think I'll go with Netherlands.
Okay. Keith is also saying Netherlands. So we've had a couple USA, 1 Sweden, and the rest the Netherlands. All right. I'm trying, and then Nick's coming in with the Netherlands. Seems like Netherlands has kind of got the vote. All right. The answer is yes, the Netherlands, with an estimated production capacity of over 12 billion flowers annually. Wow. Where do they have the room? Yeah. You would think the USA would have it on size, but hey, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Nice to have you here.
I'm a little surprised not to see any South American countries. I know Ecuador is really known for their roses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that too because I listened to a podcast and it's like since everybody wants roses on Valentine's Day, it's like this big deal about timing your crop so that you have millions of roses available for this 3-4 day window to get them shipped all over the United States because that's who buys them. Hey, we got Jeff here from Diz Our Dream.
Wow, Jeff, were your ears burning?
Yeah, your ears must have been burning because we're going to go back now. Perfect timing. Jeff, I need you to confirm something. Hopefully I don't get in trouble here. And that is, Jeff, please confirm that you are indeed a scientist. Okay? That's been outstanding for a number of weeks. All right. Everyone's saying hello. I'll go forward while we wait. And all right. Time for our movie quote. You guys, if you know it, just I don't know. Should we have you guys give it at least like 10 seconds or 5 seconds?
Yeah,
there's a very good chance I won't know. So
we never know, Dean.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Yes. See? Everyone, when I said Jeff was a scientist, everyone said no, no. I knew he
Except
was.
Lisa said you were a mad scientist.
That's right. Are points a science? Yes. For Jeff, they are. Are sweaty elbows a science? Is forgetting to turn off your audio in the restroom a science? Okay, we won't go that far.
He wins for that one.
A physicist? Asked Donna. Janie, I'll believe it. Yeah. All right. We didn't believe it, says Donna, but yes, you are a scientist. Okay. A bluey scientist. Okay, here we go. Here's the quote of the week. Kids these days, they just don't get scared like they used to. What movie is this from?
we need Jeopardy music here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I need some of Jim's tracks. Jim does that well. All right. kids these days, they just don't get scared like they used to. Come on, I know somebody's going to know this. Oh, that's a good guess. Says Lisa, Beetlejuice. But Keith has it. He is correct. It is Monsters Inc.
We should have gotten that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Jeff also guessed Beetlejuice. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Nick, Monsters Inc. Yep, here it is. It's from Mr. Waternoose, which I didn't remember his name, but that foreboding boss.
Oh,
I think that's the boss. Anyway. Yep, Donna, Monsters Inc. is correct. Maybe you're behind on the stream. Yeah, that might make sense. Refresh. All right. It's time for a movie review. Rachel, we did not get yours, correct?
That's correct, but I did watch the whole thing.
You did? Okay. Well, good. We want to hear your review. And all right. But first, I've got the movie is Grace and Glory. Never heard of it. I recognize both of these actresses. But anyway, Mary Ellen.
I was pleasantly surprised at how many, as I say there, how many layers there were, how many levels of, it was just so profound in so many different ways. And they did it very well to add some humor in with it to where you're not just totally bawling your eyes out the whole movie. I mean, it was a lot of how I think a real life ending can be, and very sweet and very well done. I liked it. I gave it an 8. Watch the whole thing.
Okay. Freddie.
Yeah, I can't believe I sat and watched it, but I did and I enjoyed it. I must admit, sad movie, yes, but there was a lot of different aspects in the movie concerning the lady who was dying, and the lady that lost her son, and then the great niece and the son, and then the guys that took the land and didn't really pay the proper price for the land, and there was a lot of different aspects to the movie, and as I said, I watched the whole lot and I did enjoy it. I've watched worse, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But I quite enjoyed that movie. So I give it an 8 as well.
Okay, yeah. I keep wanting to say stuff, but I gotta wait my turn. All right, Rachel.
Yeah, so I'm on board with the 8 as well. I felt it was really well written, and please don't take offense to this, anybody who loves Hallmark, but I thought the acting was incredible for a Hallmark film. Yeah, there was a depth to it that there just isn't in a lot of the fluff movies that we get today.
Right.
It was hard because it is relatable. If you've ever known somebody on hospice, we just lost my mother-in-law last summer, and it was a tough one to walk through because a lot of those stages you see and experience in real life. So that was hard, but also the depth to the character who was the hospice nurse, and what she was coping with, trying to overcome, and the support that she received along the way. That it wasn't just her giving, she actually did receive a lot of help in doing the work that she did. So I thought it was really beautiful. It was hard to watch where we had experienced something like this so recently. So maybe caution to any families that might be sensitive to that right now. However, I did read some of the comments saying that it was almost therapeutic for them to watch it. So maybe that would be your situation as well.
Yeah. Well, it's good, really good points. I tend to, I've noticed that when I do reviews, I tend to look at like sort of a more outside aspect of it, like the performances, like you mentioned, Rachel, it was really well written. I thought it was written excellent. It was, even though I can't talk excellently, it was written excellent. Um, Diane Lane, I've seen her before. She is a great actor. I know she was in a horse racing movie of some sort, and that was really good. And Gina Rowlands, the older lady who was on her last legs, she's great. I recognize her. I don't know where from, but she's been around forever, right? And well written. I'd say one of the best Hallmark movies I've ever seen. I tend to think Hallmark movies are very formulaic, but this one was well acted. The feelings were well, they were well done, and I also gave it an 8, so 8's all around. Janie likes Diane Lane. She is really a good actress. Hey, Expedition Greg, nice to have you here. All right. Next week, we're going to watch August Rush. Now, I'm going to make a confession. I had seen it before, but it had been a long time, and I remember I had some kind of odd thinking about it, and so I want to, well, okay, I'd be lying if I didn't say this. I watched it the other night again. So I'm already done with my homework. And I remember what I felt about it. Of course, I can't say anything more, but it's an interesting movie. It's free on YouTube, and I'm really anxious to hear your thoughts about this one. So, have you seen it, Rachel?
I feel like I have. It would have been ages ago, though. So.
Okay. Well, Mary Ellen, you said you hadn't even heard of it.
Totally never, don't know.
Okay. Well, there you go. Next week. Okay. Time for this. I got to get that music. I got to get some music. All right. In what century did Byzantium, am I saying that right, become Constantinople? The Byzantine, I think I always hear it as the Byzantine Empire. So what century did the Byzantine Empire or whatever place become Constantinople?
I want to give the chat a second. They're a good reference point for these things.
I think this is one of the hardest questions that I've ever asked. Donna's saying in the 300s.
Wait a minute.
Keith
Well,
is
I'm going
also
to go.
saying
I'll just take a pause up here and say that the 12th century.
Okay. Donna, or maybe the 400s. Expedition Gray. Oh, he's just saying hi. All right. Mary Ellen?
If we're going that far back, I'm just going to boost it up a little bit and say 500s.
Okay, 500s. This is a tough one, Janie. But yeah.
Oh, Janie, we're all bad at these.
Well, this one
referencing the chat here, so I'm going to go 4th century.
4th century. All right. Kay Atwood, our reader, is coming in at 350.
Ooh.
And Jim is going right around the zeros. Okay. Well, I think that probably is enough time where I can give the answer, and the answer is 15th century.
Wow. Freddie was closest, I think.
Yeah, he was. Now, I hope I don't have something wrong here, but Byzantine was an ancient, how would you say that? Thracian settlement, and later a Greek city in classical antiquity that became known as Constantinople in late antiquity, which is known as Istanbul today. So, yeah, isn't that something? That's a today picture. You know, Keith, you can And I would say this. I try to make sure that the answer is fairly certain in Google, but you may get a different answer. So, all right. Next one. In what year did Morse patent the telegraph?
I'm
I'm
going.
gonna guess. Go ahead, Freddie.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were on mute there. I should know this. I'd say early 1900s, 1908.
Okay, 1908. Keith, 1836. 1880 from Janie. 1890 from Jim. 1835 from Nathan. 1850 from Donna. How about you, Rachel and Mary Ellen?
I'm going 1830.
1830. All right.
I'm going 1880.
1880. Okay. That's what Janie D said.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
1880.
And here we are. The answer is 1844.
Wow.
So that puts Keith, I think. No, Keith is 8 away. Donna is only 6 away. So Donna, oh, and Nick had it here. I just hadn't caught up with the chat. And Kay Atwood also had it. So 1844. Very good. All right. And what movie?
Is that? I can.
Does that jar any memories for anybody? Is it hard to see? Okay. Nick already got it.
Way to go, Nick.
I can't believe that. So I thought this had to be the most obscure picture from this movie. And Nick, since you seem to know it, who is the actor? Does anybody know? Rachel, Mary Ellen, Freddie? Do you know who the actor is?
Well, initially he said a young Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
It's not.
Nick also has that. That's M. Night Shyamalan. So he is of course, the director, producer. He did Signs. He did Sixth Sense. He's done a bunch of stuff that's semi-horror films. Yeah, that's the director, writer. Yep. Well, that was too easy, I guess.
Well, if Nick wasn't here, it may not have been.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He has a special talent here.
Yeah. Now, have you all seen Signs? Okay. It's the one, I'm telling you, I don't want to recommend a movie that you'll not like, but it's the one horror film that I absolutely love because it's not really a horror film. It's funny. It's so funny. And Nick says that's a good film. It sure is. Too easy for Nick. All right. I'll do the rest of the pictures. This is a great scene when Joaquin Phoenix is watching the television coverage of these aliens, and he is a good actor. And then, of course, it was all kind of based on the old cornfield stuff. And of course, there's Mel Gibson. Yeah, Swing Away. Kay, I am not either. Honestly, I hate horror films. I hate scary films. This one was funny, and it's also good. It's a very good story, and it's free on YouTube. I highly recommend it. Well, Signs, 2002. All right,
anybody know what that one was rated?
It's probably PG-13. Yeah. Rachel, I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think you should try watching it.
Yeah, if it's more than PG-13, I won't do it. But
No, I know. No, we don't recommend more than that here.
I'm secretly only 13, so.
All right. Water glasses everywhere. It is such a funny movie. I swear to you. Okay. Dean highly recommends it. Okay, time for we are in the final brackets here of the cartoon challenge. It's down to 4 cartoons.
Man.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. All right. Freddie, we're going to start with you.
Simpsons.
Simpsons, okay. Mary Ellen.
I will always, always, always go with Peanuts. Always.
Rachel?
I'm also going to go with Peanuts.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. We got 2 Peanuts, 1. So now we got 3 Donna saying Peanuts, so that's 3. Keith saying Peanuts, 4. Whoops. Janie B saying Peanuts, 5. Simpsons from Jim, so that's 2 Simpsons. Peanuts says Lisa, so that's 6 for the Peanuts. 7 K saying Peanuts. Nick saying Peanuts. Guys, it's hard to say goodbye to the Simpsons, the funniest cartoon, but I would also say the Peanuts, and Peanuts is moving on. All right.
Mary Ellen is very happy.
Not to gloat, even. But yeah,
Well, that's what you collect, right? You collect Peanuts things.
I am a big, huge Peanuts fan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You should have it in your background.
I need to do something with my background. You're right.
All right, here we go. Peanuts is a classic. It surely is. All right, next one. Mickey Mouse or Looney Tunes?
Oh, God.
This is hard.
It is. Because Looney Tunes, as we discussed last week, covers so many. But okay, Donna with Mickey Mouse. That's not a big surprise. Looney Tunes from Lisa, 1-1. Jim with Looney Tunes, 2-1. Mickey, 2-2, says Janie. Okay. So it's 2-2. We got 3-2. Kay coming in with Looney Tunes.
We're a divided house on this one.
Yes, we
I
are.
would say Mickey Mouse for me.
Okay. I might have to go back and count this again. I'm already losing track. Keith coming in with Mickey Mouse. Nick coming in with Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes with me.
Freddie wants Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes for Freddie. Mary Ellen?
I have to go with the mouse.
Going with the mouse. Did you say the mouse, Rachel?
I did.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I got to count it again. I'm sorry.
It's close.
Very
Yeah.
close.
Okay, so the ladies with the mouse, Freddie with Looney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2-1 the mouse. Okay. 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 5-5. Oh no. Oh boy, 5-5.
Dean, are you the deciding factor here?
I would hate to be the one.
Oh, you should be. It's your
I mean,
show.
Yeah, but I already know. I know the answer that I want to give.
It's your show.
Well, come on, somebody, tip the balance. Somebody not voted. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. We'll see you next week.
Oh no!
Sitting on the edges of our seat, waiting for you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta say, I decided in advance, and I'm going to. Oh, Donna, I thought you were going to be a new vote. Doggone it. Okay, my decision is Looney Tunes. Sorry, everybody, but I'm going. I've never been a big Mickey. Rachel's out of here. Well, if somebody else wants to come in and vote for Mickey Mouse, I mean, then we would have a tie again. But man, it's going to be hard to say goodbye to the mouse, isn't it?
It's okay.
I
Honestly,
still have peanuts, so that's okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
What's Joey
Yeah,
say?
what would we do? Mickey Mouse versus Peanuts. That'd be hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be very hard.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate it. You can tell where I struggle. All right, Looney Tunes moving on. Next week we'll decide between Looney Tunes and, of course, Peanuts.
Oh,
What? What?
that's tough because it's a split house.
Yeah. Donna, I had no idea this was going to happen to me tonight. My night is ruined.
No.
My appetite is almost gone now.
Mine is not. So I don't know if there's any Bitcoin nerds out there, but today is Bitcoin Pizza Day, and I am celebrating. So
What does that mean?
So this is the day where somebody bought a pizza with Bitcoin, like years ago. So
Okay, very cool.
it's monumental because it was like the first common transaction that was made with Bitcoin.
Okay.
So
Bitcoin must have like a different holiday every day. It's such a big thing.
no, it was like the start of using it out in public. So
Okay.
Oh,
well. All right. Well, we are now down to, we've got 8 minutes left. We do have time for a hot topic. I'm going to play this.
Look at what Lisa said.
Lisa says, do you eat pizza with coins on it?
I mean, that sounds terrible. But I did consider like rearranging the toppings to make the Bitcoin be.
Oh,
yeah.
Pepperoni.
Yeah.
Pepperoni, right. Aren't they digital currency anyway? I mean,
yeah.
do they?
Yeah, not actual coins, but.
Kay is too old for Bitcoin.
No such thing.
Nope, I won't, Lisa, although pepperoni could act as the coins, yes.
Yeah.
All right. What is your favorite way to travel? This one's been waiting in the hopper for a few weeks. Okay, a real simple question. What do you think? Favorite way to travel? Anything. I'm talking to get you from one point to another or back to the original point. No hint intended. Favorite way to travel? Freddie, you're our traveler.
Yeah, maybe I'll go with train. I went to through Europe and that with train from London. I've traveled, I've been a lot, I flew a lot, Australia, America, South Africa, Europe. I've had some hairy moments on a plane.
I'm sure.
The train's a bit more relaxing and see more. So I'll go with train.
Okay. Train's a good answer. Donna says driving. Lisa says we would love to take the cross-country train to Disneyland someday. Yeah, that would be fun. Kay likes to fly. Or if I had an endless supply of money, a private jet. Yes. And Janie agrees. Mary Ellen?
So my first experience with train was when I was just in Ireland. And I agree with him. Like, you're looking out the window at this beautiful scenery. But since we don't have trains like that, or I don't where we are driving, because so you can see the countryside.
Yeah. We drove from Alaska down to Oklahoma when we moved back to the lower 48. It was beautiful. We went through Canada. Yes, I've done that. Well, not from Alaska, but I've been up to to the Canadian Rockies. Actually, would prefer Uber with our Johns, says Lisa. In case you guys didn't know this, I did Uber for a year, and
Nice.
yeah,
Yes, you did.
TTA People Mover. If you could take the People Mover anywhere, would that not be the best? Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless
I
it rains, and then you're in
Yeah.
trouble.
I would love to take a train, says Kay. Never been on one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nick, of course, referring to a movie in his answer: trains, planes, and automobiles.
Oh,
Well, mine is bicycle. I've done 20 bike trips. When I graduated, I went on a 1,000-mile bike trip up into Canada and down the North Shore of Minnesota, and it was gorgeous.
I
But
bet.
did you say, Rachel? I can't
I
remember.
didn't know.
Okay. What did you say?
Mine is also a sport. One of my favorite memories is our town was completely snowed in, but I work at a local cafe, very part-time, and my boss is like, "Hey, can you open the restaurant?" So I strapped on my cross-country skis and I skied to work, and that was amazing. So that was my favorite way to travel.
That's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Cross-country skiing and biking are similar in the aerobic sense, I think. It's just feels good. You feel great when you're out there doing it. Janie B saying monorail cross country would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah. Well, I've been on that. I'm sure Freddie has that high speed train from London to Paris, and
Yeah.
that was beautiful. Yeah, fun to see. Fun to see the countryside of France. And okay,
I would love if they could redesign like the Concorde and get high-speed travel back as an option.
Yeah.
Or improve the railways so that we could have high-speed rails here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our country is interesting because we're connected and yet we're not. There's so many different places that are hard to access. My husband has to travel a lot for work, and a lot of his flights he has to fly all over the country just to get to one spot because there's nothing really direct.
Yeah.
So hopefully that improves in the next few years.
I mean, it's popping up in little places, like the line between Orlando and Miami or whatever it is, and they just got to keep doing that.
I agree.
Donna agrees with you.
I couldn't believe it when I came here, like no trains.
Yeah, he kept saying, "So can we, get on a bus or a train?" And I'm like, "No." The fastest way, if you want to get in you just got to get in a car if you're not going to hop on a plane.
Yeah. It takes so long. Private jet would be nice. I mean, if you had the money, how nice would it be to hop in a plane in Minnesota for me and get to Orlando in 2 hours? That would be amazing. Well, that's it, folks. We're at the end of the night. Perfect timing. And I was going to do a subtle ending here, but instead I'll just say I found a clever little song to go with one of the questions that came up earlier. So with that, Rachel, so glad you bopped in. Thank you for
Happy
coming.
to be here.
Yeah. Freddie, always a pleasure to have you here, and we have you a few more weeks, correct?
Yeah, enjoy it. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being on. Mary Ellen, of course, always great to have you.
Thank you, Dean. It's my pleasure.
My partner in crime. And thanks, everybody. We really appreciate you being here. And with that, I am going to end with this song. I hope some of you remember it. I have a feeling some of you will, and I don't want to say who because that would indicate they're almost as old as me. So I'm not going to say that. So here we go.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, old Constantinople, still it's Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople. So if you've a date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old